Hey, welcome back, folks. Welcome back to another episode of me talking to you. We all know how we get our topics. Comments, right? They said, Joe, how did you, as a parent, feel when your girls were part of the Bad Girls Club Season 8 from Las Vegas, Nevada? Let's do it. So let's go. Where are we going? Where are we going, folks? We're going into the Wayback Machine again. This time, circa 2011. June 2011. It was a Saturday. And again, you know me. Ever since I was a little boy, Saturday was my day to do things. And I was doing things on this particular Saturday once again. Okay? Like that? Once again. Oh, yeah, I got a little something. So Danielle says, Dad, can you take me into Boston because I want to audition for this show? Never heard of the show. And she said something that kind of upset me. Don't recall exactly what it was, but it was something that upset me to the point where she and I got into a little bit of a beef, a little father-daughter beef. And I said, no, I'm not taking you anywhere. I got stuff to do. You find your own way. So she didn't want to go in by herself, so she recruited her sister to go in with her. So these two girls go off into Boston. So as Danny's doing her thing, I guess the producers of the show noticed that she had a sister that kind of looked like her. Maybe that girl's her twin. Let's check it out. So apparently that girl was her twin, and they asked Gabrielle to fill out some paperwork, and next thing you know, they're interested in the both of them. So following day, I guess they got a call later on that day or something that we want you to come back and do a little on-camera interview. So I'd kind of settled down from the previous day, and that's the way I do it, folks. I don't hold any grudges. Whatever argument we had the day before, it was in the past, and I was living in the present. So Dad, can you take us in so Gabi and I can do a little something? I said, okay, fine, whatever. Drive them in. They do a little on-camera thing. You know, I find something to do for a couple hours, driving around Boston aimlessly, you know, looking at pigeons, feeding them, I don't know. That's what I do. I do stuff. Came back a few hours later. They were all excited. Oh, we think we're going to do something. I said, good luck. Obviously, they got casted. And I'm saying to myself, okay, this is cool. I'm going to support them. I knew nothing about this Bad Girls Club thing, so I started to do my little research. I went out on YouTube. I Googled this, I Googled that, and every highlight that I found about Bad Girls Club was not good, folks. It was not good. And as I'm watching these clips from seasons gone by, I'm saying to myself, damn, my daughters are not like that. That's not the way they behave. They don't talk that way. They're not that aggressive. I said, okay. I'm saying to myself, maybe it's just a script, and they look at the girl's personality as a whole, and maybe they do some kind of psychological test, and they discover, okay, we're gonna cast these girls as the lambs and these girls as the sheeps. Lamb, sheep, wolves, something. Opposites. You know, I thought maybe they were going to look at their personality and say, okay, this is what they're going to do. We need these kind of girls in the house versus these aggressive girls that we usually have. So, again, glass is half full all the time. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm still a little concerned, but I'm thinking they have a reason for casting them, not just because they're twins. Well, I'm sure that's a big reason, but maybe they want girls who are not as ratchet as some of the other girls. I don't like to use that word, but what else can I say? After watching some of the clips, there were some ratchet girls on seasons gone by. Big production. Big production. All these folks fly in from LA, cameras everywhere. They come to our little city, Methuen. We have the neighbors pulling out lawn chairs, sitting. You know, the Victor house is turning into this mecca of Hollywood. They turned our house into Hollywood East. Hollywood on the East Coast. So, hey, I'm digging it. I'm like, cool. Cameras everywhere. What could go wrong, all right? And the producers, good people, they were there all day, do all kinds of filming. It was pretty cool. And I'm saying to myself, maybe the girls have found their little niche. They found something. Good. Bravo, girls. So I'm in the background going, yeah, do this. So that day went perfect. You know, perfect. Like I said, everybody was cool. The girls were on. You know, they did their thing. Their mom and we did a little cameo. They showed us saying goodbye to the girls on the porch, and you know, all the neighbors were all excited. Oh, you guys are awesome. Then the reality of the situation, when they actually went away for 8 weeks, the drama, and guess what? All that ratchetness that I saw, it was real. And I would get information, you know, daily information from the girls. I guess they were allowed X amount of time it was like being in prison, I guess. You know, you had to use the phone certain times. There were no cell phones. You couldn't do this, you couldn't do that. So, as this is the first time the girls are really away from home, I was concerned. As a parent, I was concerned. And again, I had that vision of everything that I saw about all the other clips that, oh man, they're in way over their head. So, needless to say, I didn't sleep well. Most nights they were out there, did not sleep well. And as each passing week went by, the drama level increased from each phone call that I received from them. Every phone call was more dramatic than the previous one. Anything that could go wrong went wrong. They wanted to leave set. They came back, got taken off set. You know, they were doing this, they were doing that. And I'm saying to myself, this is not working out. This is not what I thought this was gonna be, this whole experience. From a parental standpoint, I thought it was gonna be dope, but it was not dope. But they were there. When in Rome, do as the Romans, right? So every phone call that I would get from them and they would tell me what was happening, I just say, hey, just roll with it. You know, I said, you know, you have two choices. You can either keep on filming or quit. What are you gonna do? So they kept on, and as you folks as you folks pretty well know, it's pretty well documented, some stuff went down in the house in Vegas. We have the infamous jumping of Danni, which all you folks probably saw. And just so happens that particular night, I was working at a club in Boston. I'm outside doing my thing, trying to get some extra dough, you know? And my phone rings. And it's a LA number. And I knew, you know, I had it saved. I knew it was the Bad Girls Club. So I pick up, and it's Danni sobbing hysterically. I got beat up, I got jumped, this, that, and the other thing. So I tell homeboy that I was working with, I say, yo, watch this for a second. I gotta go. I gotta take this call. I gotta do some parenting on the spot. So I find a little corner around the building, and basically, I told her what's up. If some chick's gonna jump you, you need to fight back. And you need to fight back, because if you don't fight back once, they're gonna do it again. and everybody's gonna think you're a punk and this, that, and the other thing. And that was, you know, might have not been the best advice, but at the time, I thought it was the best thing. I was always taught at a young age, don't get bullied. I'm from a different generation. I don't believe that you cry and you hide behind somebody else. If somebody smacks you in the face, folks, the neighborhood I grew up in, the time I grew up in, you smack them back. And that's, so what else can I tell my daughter to do? I can only tell her what I know. And what I knew and what I still know today, if somebody gonna hit you, what you gonna do? That's right, you're gonna hit them back. And that's what I did. I told them. I tell them to fight back, but as you guys know, they're not very big in stature. They're not very physical. You know, we didn't do in the gym. I didn't teach them that. You know, just defend yourself. And the funny thing is, when I watched the clip of her getting jumped and Gabi coming to her rescue, the first time I saw it, I kind of cringed. But the second time I kind of chuckled because they look so silly. I'm like, oh God, girl, you ain't built for that. And she wasn't built for that. So after that particular phone call and that bit of drama, my whole vibe towards the whole Bad Girls Club changed completely. The whole vibe changed. And I told him, I said, look, this is not what you really signed up for. And if you want to leave, I support it now. I'm down for it. If you want to leave, I got no problem with it, because that's not cool. Getting jumped is not cool in any circumstance, whether there's cameras rolling, whether you're just chilling with your friends, coming outside of a restaurant. Gabi, it's not cool to get jumped. So I think that was a Friday night when I was working. So now this drama just festered to the point where I guess the girls had to be moved off set. They were put in a hotel. They were taken out of the house. And I went to work Monday, and I got a call from, I'm in traffic trying to get home, and I get a call from one of the big producers of the club, Bad Girls Club, and says, hey Joe, we know you're upset, but we're gonna turn this into a positive. We want you and your wife to fly out to LA, first class, 5-star hotel. And you're gonna be a guest star in one of the episodes. You're gonna come in to the house after this fight, and you're gonna regulate stuff. How's that sound to you, Joe? I'm like, sounds okay. I think I can do that. So I got home, I told Liz, I said, Liz, we're going to Hollywood. We're going to Hollywood, you know? We're gonna do this. No, we didn't do that. Because the pressure was just too much. The girls, they didn't want to stay. They did not want to stay. And selfishly, I got them on the phone. I said, look, can't you stay a little bit longer so I can do this little guest appearance thing? You know, it might help my career a little bit, you know. Folks, I'm joking. I'm joking. Safety first. My career second. Wink, wink. But they left. They left the Bad Girls Club in shame. My daughters got beat down. That's okay though. That's okay. You know, that's okay. They came home. You know, met them at the airport. Welcome home. It was all good. From a parental standpoint, I was happy that they were back safely. But that was not the end of it. That was not the end of it. Now the Bad Girls Club wanted to do a special about the girls leaving early. And they wanted to come back to my crib and turn it into Hollywood East again. I'm like, damn. Okay. When you got some lemon, make some lemonade out of that stuff, huh? I'm like, okay, this could work out. This Bad Girls Club thing could work out after all. So folks, they did it again. They came down, major production. They turned my house into everything. Bad Girls Club special. Featuring the Victor twins. I'm like, okay, this could work. And I remember they were filming in the kitchen, and I was in the corner of the kitchen, and there was this dude that was acting as their manager, his brother. Kind of shady, but you know, he and I, we kind of grew because I can be a little shady too. So we're in the corner, and I say to homeboy, I say, yo man, what is this? Why are they in my crib filming? And he says, Joe, this is big. This is big. I said, it's big? He goes, yeah, it's big. I said, okay, it's big then. We do boom, and we kind of give each other that brother look like, yo, we got bags coming. And at this point, that's all I was thinking. I said, okay, they're in my crib. They're gonna pay me to be in my crib. And they're gonna pay my girls to be on television. So this is all working out. So the special aired, this, that, and the other thing happened. And the girls, they still today have that bad girls club vibe to them. Even today, they still go out and people still recognize them as the Victor twins from the Bad Girls Club. It's tough to shake that. Granted, you know, they got their YouTube going, and I'm sure the YouTube thing is from the start that they had on Bad Girls Club. So I'm not gonna knock that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like I said, I always support my kids. So from a parental standpoint, even though I was not really excited about the vehicle itself, but I knew that they loved television. I knew that they loved the camera, and this was an opportunity. It didn't come around that often, and especially if you in Methuen, Massachusetts, to get from Methuen, Massachusetts to LA to Las Vegas to be in front of a camera, it's not an easy thing to do. It doesn't happen every day. So I'm like, okay, if you guys love the camera and you love filming, go for it. And the Bad Girls Club led to, you know, some other opportunities to be on television and to try to develop some kind of brand for themselves. But still, the initial thing of the Bad Girls Club I thought was a bit much when it was over. I thought that at times they allowed it to be more than it was. I remember going out with Danni to a local mall, and she's got friggin' sunglasses on. Yo, Danni, why are you wearing sunglasses? She goes, oh, I don't want anybody to recognize me. I'm like, I swear to God, if you don't take those things off, I will take them off for you. You will not walk through the friggin' mall with me with some goddamn sunglasses on. You ain't that big. She took them off. And that's what I said to myself. I'm like, come on, girl. You ain't a celebrity? All right? Take it. Embrace it. Grow from it. Easier said than done, folks. Easier said than done, you know? But I think slapped them around a little bit and got all that silliness out of them. We didn't have too many of those experiences, but even today, you know, I personally, I get recognized for being their dad. I have people come up to me randomly. They remember the episode of the girls getting jumped and me answering the phone. You know, little did I know they were going to use that soundbite in an episode. And that's the thing about television, folks, especially reality shows. You just never know when you're being recorded or being filmed, you know? Whatever. So, you know, I embrace it. I embrace it. It was what it was. I appreciated the opportunity they got. I think it opened up a few doors for them. Danni's in LA trying to do her thing, and I don't think she would be in LA trying to do her thing if it wasn't for the little jump off from the Bad Girls Club. And again, you know, the things that they do on YouTube, I think it's the grassroots of it is the following that they had, you know, from the Bad Girls Clubs. Yeah, there was a lot of haters. People didn't like the Victor twins. They talked about their bodies. They talked about this, talked about that. But, folks, you know, If they ain't talking about you, you're irrelevant. So good, bad, or indifferent, folks talking about you, it's good. Bad gossip is better than no gossip if you're in that business. So with that said, from a parental standpoint, I always stand behind my girls no matter what goofy endeavors they do, whether it be trying to do piano lessons, trying to do tap dance, whatever. You want to be on this show called the Bad Girls Club where chicks beat up on each other and cuss and throw things and make their parents embarrassed? Go ahead, as long as you know it's television. Even though it's reality, it's at the end of the day, it's still television. Even though some of these girls, after the show, they still have these Twitter beefs going on, this, that, and the other thing, is like, whatever. It's still television. If it helps you get from point A to point B, then it's good. All right? Bad Girls Club, Season 8, Las Vegas. Check it out if you haven't seen it already. From a parental standpoint, it was what it was. You parents out there, support your kids, no matter what their choices in life may be. Support them. They're gonna need you someday. And hopefully, my girls will all need me. All right? Thank you, as always. My friends that are back, I appreciate it.